Hey everyone, my name is Erin Willis and I was in charge of chapter 37 and 38 in the Yes book. So chapter 37 was how can the simplicity of a name make it appear more valuable? Well, I'm sure you've heard of the term keep it short and sweet and to the point. Well, that's very true in this case as a persuasive technique because if you add more words to when you're trying to explain something, it might not come across the way that you want it to. A lot of times people will add big fancy words to their emails or to their papers in class, and it ends up hurting them instead of helping them. Adding it creates a lot of noise that you don't need. So you could, if you have the opportunity to explain something in a sentence, it's a lot better than trying to explain it in two paragraphs. And I know that a lot of times, like upper level management will send out long emails that are very wordy to their employees that really don't make sense when they should have just said a sentence to make it a lot more understandable for their employees. So keep your message clear, keep it simple. It's going to help you in the long run, even though it might not seem as if you have put in effort to it. I know that's where I'm guilty of, and when I'm writing my papers, I try and add words to make me seem smarter or to add length to a page. And in the end, it hurts me. And so I need to keep it more simple and keep it clear so it's easier for everybody to understand. It would be a lot better for someone to keep it short and people understand than have this wordy, long meaning that nobody understands. So keep it short, keep it simple, keep it to the point. Chapter 38 was how can rhyme make your influence climb. So I found this chapter very interesting. I'm sure you hear jingles about a company all the time, about Bounty or about Folgers coffee, and it didn't occur to me that what they were trying to do and how it's more accurate and truthful when you have a jingle like that. So rhyming messages are way more meaningful and easily repeated to others. So it's something that sticks with you and that you can repeat to somebody else. Especially tunes, they can be occurring in your head and you were like, what do you hear that from? And you realize that it was from a commercial that you watched and it might have been about coffee or about paper towels or some type of food. So having a rhyme, they are mentally processed to be more easier understood than non-rhyming jingles or non-rhyming situations. So parents can also use a rhyme for their advantage when they're faced with a frustrating influence or a challenge. So when a kid they're trying to get a child down to bed, saying it's off to bed for the sleepyhead is being more persuasive than just saying, okay, time for bed. And it took me a while to actually understand what they were saying, and I realized how completely true it was. And I realized that, having a meaningful message that's more memorable and easily repeated to others is actually more truthful than not having anything that rhymes at all. This can be also used in a legal field as well. So during the O.J. Simpson trial, the defense attorney turned to the jury and said, if the glove don't fit, you must acquit. And it stuck with the jury. And I didn't realize how powerful a rhyme could be. But having a rhyme can really influence your decision making. And if you hear something that's rhyming, it will influence you more than something that's not rhyming, and it'll stick with you more. So having something that is rhyme will really influence your decisions. So, keep your messages short and sweet, and if you can have something that rhymes, try and make them rhyme as best as you can. Thanks.